Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. This is another video of my parents' visit and I have many more of them to come. We've been really hard at work and I've got loads of stuff to share. And in this one, my dad gets on the e-bike, my mom and I tend to Tracy the Trumpet Flower. I get in the water tank and do some rendering. My dad jackhammers a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of cat action. And my mom is in the garden as well, plus probably lots of other things I'm forgetting. I hope you enjoy this one. I'm really happy to share my parents being here. I love when they visit, and I know a lot of you guys out there do as well. If you like the videos, please do give them a like, and if you want to see more of my parents' visits, I've created a playlist up here so you can keep up with all the visits for this trip and also go back to their previous 3 visits and take a look at what they got up to as well. So enough chitter chatter, let's get into the video and I'll see you again at the end. I don't know, day 2?
Tracy's looking sadder and sadder. I think we've lost her, Kirsty.
Think we've lost her?
I think we've lost her.
Come on, Tracy. Come on, you can do it.
You can do it, Tracy. Yeah.
Oh well. But it would be nice if she started to shoot something out of the bottom, spark up somehow. Who knows?
I'm gonna get the foot right.
So the water tank isn't exactly square. How does that make you feel?
I don't know about exactly square. It's just it's not very square. But
Presenting some unique challenges.
we'll work it out.
We'll figure it out. Deck in progress.
Our favorite tool.
The tool of joy.
The tool of...
I love it.
Well done for now. Cup of tea?
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. I'm leaving.
Ooh, so this monster plant that's been taking over the top of the patio has been given a haircut by my mom.
I'll do the other side.
And we're gonna see if we can propagate some more. And then they're gonna go maybe hanging over the wall where the pool is, which will be nice. What do you think?
I think they'll look great. I think
They've
they
got-
look nice in your garden too.
They've got really
Look
lovely
here.
red flowers. Yeah,
It
so
holds the
everything's...
earth up too, so...
Yeah, it holds the earth and it looks really cool. And you get to use the tool of joy.
Yes.
Again. So Tracy the trumpet tree is not looking so good. Got random shoes in places because my dad's standing in a swampy tank. And my mom has worked wonders up here. So perhaps my curb appeal will improve.
Yes. I'll get all that done tomorrow.
And now we're just gonna enjoy a nice lemony beer.
Oh, it's pretty lemony too. isn't it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for your gardening help.
You're quite welcome.
And the garden as well has had lots of amazing changes, which we'll check out tomorrow.
That'd be nice.
So it's a new day. Myself and my dad will be in the water tank. Mom's gonna be in the garden again. And Tracy the Trumpet Flower. Well, you know what? We've got some leaves that kind of look a little better than the other ones. Could she be making a comeback?
I don't know.
Don't know? We'll continue to monitor the situation. I can probably take off some of these leaves.
I was going to say, why don't I just cut these off after? The ones that are dead. That we know that are dead. Because that's taking the goodness from the plant too.
Maybe. Sure.
Yeah.
We'll try anything. We'll try anything.
Look.
Yeah. Is it?
Looks
okay.
like it.
There's hope. There's some hope.
But we'll get rid of the
dead stuff.
Yeah.
Why don't we just leave it for another day? Let her keep doing what she's doing. We'll monitor. And then give it a cut tomorrow.
Because that definitely is new.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it doesn't die, we're...
This is very surprising. So I've been working down in the water tank doing some rendering. My feet are quite wet and it's actually kind of cold out because of course the day I want to do the rendering is the day that it started to rain. It's cold up there. My dad's waiting for his shirt. My mom's looking really, really cold, but they've been hard at work. My dad's trying to get rid of all this concrete so that the water will drain from where it's been pooling there. Plus, it's just nice to get it out to see what we're dealing with. And I also need it broken away so I can move the pipe in closer. But it's turning into what looks like a really big job. But he seems pretty happy, working away, making some progress. My mom's got tomatoes and basil in the ground, which is lovely. We've got, I don't know, mystery plants. I think it might be eggplant. We've got some peppers. And then over here, I think we have broccoli. I've kind of forgotten. So it looks like the garden's gonna be much smaller, but still full of interesting things and with a lot more variety this year as well. Got some beans and some carrots and beets. And yeah, so exciting times. And so it's raining and cold and miserable and you think I'm treating them terribly. Look at the state of you.
Stop it.
Are you okay?
I think I'm looking good.
Oh no. What have I done?
I can't go inside because there's too many flies.
Well, look up there at the big blue bit.
Well, we have blue skies ahead, so it's not quitting time yet. Wow, it's kind of hard to say which way this is going to go. It's definitely cold though, so you've got the right idea.
Don't quit until somebody gets struck by lightning.
Okay, that can be your policy, but I'm gonna probably quit a little bit before that. So I've got a tea for my mom to warm her soul, but more to warm her hands, and then we'll finish up after that. But I feel like we put a good push on today.
That garden got planted.
Some plants got planted, some concrete got busted.
What about the bike?
You're way out of that one.
Concrete got busted and that was the end of it. We're on to the new thing, the bike thing. We're on to the bike thing. Now.
My dad's trying to direct the videos now. I'm not taking his lead.
When did you ever?
Yeah, when have I ever paid attention?
Well, Kirsty always said, yeah, but you're right on that.
Yeah, sure, yeah, whatever.
It was a wee one, and that was the end of that.
All right, sure, I can take you and show you the bike.
Yeah, give me the 5-minute course, so might be longer for me.
Okay. I look away for a moment, and he's on the bike, and he's got the helmet on, which means
under protest
that my mom won the argument. All right, so you've got the look, you've got the helmet, looking pretty spiffy, ready to ride.
Born to be wild.
After I show you how to use it. Okay, on. Hold it. Screen. All right. This is the speed. It goes up to 5.
5 what?
5 speeds.
One's good for me.
Okay. And hold on tight and just give this little thing a bit of a down.
Right, see you later.
Well, you're just heading off now? This isn't a practice run?
How do you stop it? Is the brakes?
Oh, the brakes, yeah.
And so going up the great big hill, he'll have to go up like at 5 or 6.
It's only 5, and he might have to pedal a little bit.
No, but in that case I'll leave it at the bottom of the hill for you.
Sure. Take it for a run around the block.
What do you call a block here?
Go up there and then go down to Sinead's.
And come back up.
Cheerio!
Bye! Is he coming back? Or is he going home?
No, I think you said go up around the block. Who knows?
So we might have lost my dad. We probably should have clarified whether he was planning on going back to the accommodation or just taking it for a spin and coming back here. So now we don't know what to do. He's out there somewhere on the e-bike, so what do? Do we just assume he's on his way back and head home? And if he's not, he knows the way.
He'll just have to head
He'll
home.
come back here, he'll see that we've left, and he'll just have to make the journey on the bike. Probably should have been a bit more clear on that when he was leaving. Oh well, lesson learned.
Yeah.
So hopefully we see him back there. So we'll take another last look at Tracy Trumpet before we leave. Got some little baby leaves there.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what she looks like tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. These don't look so droopy.
No, they seem like they might come back to life. It all seems quite positive. I'm kind of surprised.
Look at this.
What is it?
Tiny, tiny new
Oh,
bud.
the beginnings of a new little
Yeah,
flower. Oh, and then this one.
yeah.
Okay.
2 of them, look.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. I think Tracy's on the mend.
So
I knew
we'll
you
just,
had it in you, Tracy.
tomorrow, we'll just take these really dry ones that we know. We'll just snip them off
Okay.
when we know that they're not going to,
We'll give her a bit of a haircut.
yeah.
But now let's head home and see if we can find Dad. All right, here he is, cool as a cucumber. Bike's parked, having a beer.
Good catch you.
So how was it? First e-bike experience?
Hey, bother.
We thought we'd lost you.
Oh, no, it was alright. But wee bit wobbly, but you gotta get the fuel for it.
Yep. Well, it got you here in one piece. And yeah, it's a good little bit of kit. I should ride it more often, go out exploring. It's quite fun, yeah?
There was a bit of exercise too.
Bit of exercise, a little bit of exercise.
Just right for an old geezer like me. You know,
Yeah.
Wee bit of ass now.
You don't want too much pedaling, but just
Certainly.
the right amount. Yeah, and that hill's a doozy. That first hill is a doozy. What's that, Larry? What is it? You want to go outside? You want to go outside, boy? All right, let's go. I know, it's such a lovely day today. It's just such a lovely day. So it rained yesterday, quite hard overnight, and it has created a beautiful sky this morning. It's clear, it's crisp, it's actually perfect temperature right now. It's 8 in the morning. I have my work shirt on, I've got the work shoes on, but the pajama pants are still in play. So I'm kind of half ready for work, but I wanted to come out and investigate a couple things. First off, Tracy the Trumpet Flower is looking good. The rains would have been very, very good for her, giving her a nice drink. So it seems like there's signs of life, and my mom is right. She should come and chop off these dead things and give the rest of the plant a chance to thrive. The seedlings are looking good. I'll go in there a little later on today and give you an update. But what I'm really worried about, and what the rain isn't good for, is render. Newly rendered walls do not like wet stuff going on them. So I'm hoping that a half a day was enough of a chance for this thing to get sort of solid, and I'm hoping also that this cover up here protected it enough from the rain. And it looks like it did. So there's some weird things on here. Worms, but rocks. I think that's a snail. You can go over there, little snail. And yeah, it's looking nice and solid. It's looking good. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me. I want to continue on in the tank, rendering the entire thing today if possible. And then my dad, once I do, he'll start working on the deck. Because as things are right now, we're sort of getting in each other's way. I wanted to render that corner before he laid any bricks. So he's basically just going to let me do my thing. And when I'm actually finished, all of the stuff, including the floor, he'll go in there and get to work. And the garden would have also loved the rain. So my mom planted the basil and tomato yesterday. I've got some carrots and beets in the ground over there that'll be looking pretty nice. They look pretty happy. I've got, I think, what's broccoli over here. My mom put those in yesterday. She's been a planting machine. And the hugelkultur bed. Looks like the strawberries have perked up, the lettuces have perked up. Looks like we've got some little strawberries on the way. I didn't notice that. And we have this one lone strawberry that I'm hoping will ripen up before it gets munched by something. So let's hope the sun comes out, turns that thing red. But for the most part, everything's looking lovely and rain-kissed. And it seems like the rain was mostly overnight, and I'm hoping for a dry day today, but we'll see. The rendering has to get done, and I am undercover, so I'm hoping I can make it work. But now, it's time for coffee and breakfast. Coffee and breakfast, what do you think? Yeah? I agree. Okay, coffee has been put in my face. I've eaten breakfast, and I'm gonna close the door because the flies at the moment are really, really crazy. And I can't find the macaroni. I can't find that dangly thing that keeps the flies away. It's in the polytunnel somewhere, but as you can see, it's still a disaster. It's on the to-do list. I really need to get rid of the seedlings, get that table out of there, and just go for it in the polytunnel. Not a job I'm looking forward to. Something I am looking forward to, though, is continuing work on this water tank. And when I say I'm looking forward to continuing work on the water tank, I don't know if I actually mean that. I think what I really mean is I'm looking forward to being done with it. So it's not going to finish itself. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm hoping to get most of this finished today so my dad can get in here and continue on the deck, and so we're not tripping over each other. He's working on trying to figure out where the water's coming from. At the moment, it's filling the tank up from over there, I think. But it didn't do that before. I managed to get this dry previously. Obviously, it's been raining, so things are going to be extra wet, but there's water pooling in here, and we don't really understand why. So in order to lay the floor, I've really got to figure out that problem, and I think my dad's trying to make a channel so that the water will drain away if it is pooling up in the front and getting in the front somehow. You know what? We really don't know. It's a great mystery. So I've got my premix. It's 3-to-1 cement and fine sand, so this stuff. And I've also got this waterproofing stuff. You're supposed to add a full bag of this into a full bag of mixed up cement, but I'm doing it little by little, so I'm kind of just estimating. So that's a waterproofing thing, and hopefully it'll help keep this tank from leaking. So I'm gonna get back to work, just get on with things, and I'll see you again soon. What's that, Mikey? It's Grandpa's new ride. Yeah. So my dad cruised on down on his new wheels. What do you think of your newfound freedom?
Well, I think it's more freedom for you than for me. You don't have to be running up and down getting us and taking us back and all that.
That's very true.
So, yeah, no, that's fine. A wee bit dodgy, but we'll get used to it. I don't know if I like this duck track thing.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
I've definitely almost taken a tumble a few times. But you've got your helmet, so you'll be good. I need to get a little trailer for you. Take you for some spins. I have a feeling you wouldn't like that though. Okay, let's get into this water tank. What have you been up to?
Actually, it's when you're using this thing. Mini jackhammer. It's quite satisfying when you get a big chunk.
It is, I know. But it's also soul destroying when it just takes forever.
Nah. It would be if you were doing it for weeks, but for a few days it's fine.
So this is, right now the exit pipe actually goes uphill, or it did. Maybe it goes a little there uphill. We're just trying to make it go downhill?
It's just underneath these joints and then this big lump here, and then I'll be finished with this bit.
Yeah, but
For now, anyway.
There's rocks. There's rocks in this garden.
And cement.
Yeah. I guess that's where I took the pipe out originally, the old pipe. So yeah, this is the reason I was avoiding this work. Basically, I had no idea what was happening under here, and it looks like there was nothing good happening under here. It was all just a lot of work.
The same reason you were avoiding all the weeds, because you knew certain people were coming. Right.
Maybe.
I think so.
And then past the jackhammering man and all the stones, we have the water tank. And I've been rendering, and I've gone around the corner. So I'm making some progress, and I'm just gonna keep going. It's cold, it's wet, it's miserable, but it's nice to see them actually moving forward on this. So you'll see me again when hopefully most of this is finished. It's about 3 p.m. and the sky is looking beautiful and cloudy and very happy over on that side. And angry and gray and gloomy behind the house. Don't exactly know which way this weather is moving, but we've managed to get quite a bit done today in spite of some rainy spells and in spite of it being really, really cold this morning as well. Hasn't been really that fun standing in water, but yeah, I managed to get a bunch done, and I'm gonna push on and try to finish this little patch today. And my dad's basically been a digging machine, using the digging machine, and he's trying to lay some pipe.
No, just cut the trench for you, and I hit another big dot of concrete, so
They do
I'll leave it until tomorrow.
They do like their concrete here. There's often surprise concrete hanging out underground.
Don't know how far it goes, but we'll see tomorrow.
So you're gonna head off on your new ride back home?
Yeah, I'm a bit wobbly, but we'll see how
right.
it goes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, definitely looks like chaos down here, but the vision, I have the vision, and things are looking good in here as well and moving along. Riding off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Bye. Guess what's back? The flies are back, and so the macaroni is also back. It's a different color, it's a new one. I have no idea what I did with the other one. I'm wondering if it broke, if I just lost it amongst my crap. Who knows? But the cats seem to like it. It's new for Larry. He doesn't seem so interested. And Mikey adapted to it after some fear last year when I first got it. It's okay. So, the weather's been pretty crappy, and yeah, we've taken the weekend off. But I really need to get this water tank finished so my dad can start working on the deck. And I've rendered the walls, so that's good, but I still have to do the floor. And rendering the floor means that I have to do my best to get rid of the water. And now I've got the water filling up like I did before. And I have this smaller pump here that I'm gonna just pump into the swimming pool until that gets full, and then when that gets full, I'll pump it out onto the land, keeping this nice and dry. Obviously, I'd like to clean the pool before I do this, so I have some work ahead of me still this morning before I can get started. And I have to attempt to do all of this before the heavens open up, because It does look a little sketchy out there, and the forecast calls for rain this afternoon. I am undercover, but it's not really that waterproof. It'll still drip in. So I'm super happy with how the rendering has gone. It was a pretty big job for me to do as one person, but I got most of it done in one day. I did a little bit on the first day and then finished it off almost on the second day. I just have a little bit more to do behind me. I want to lay a couple bricks to raise the level of the water spring. And then I'm just going to try to sweep the water out of this water tank and pour some mortar down and hopefully make the base of the tank a lot nicer than it is now. Hopefully slope it towards the drain. But I've got loads to do today, so less talking, more working. I'm pretty sure under here I have a premix. So this is interesting. I see water flowing. So this must mean that water is sneaking out of this and coming out of here somewhere. And this probably solves the mystery of why there's water pooling here. So that's good to know. I don't exactly know how to fix it. It does seem like it's flowing pretty quickly. So I won't really be able to do any render on the bottom of this part. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just carry on here, do what I can, and try to figure this out another time. But mystery solved. Okay, blocks rendered there and blocks rendered there. I don't know the vision. It's part of my dad's master plan for the supports underneath the deck. And I'm also going to raise this up a little bit to try to get the level of the water in the spring a bit higher as well, which I'll explain later when I go over my water plans. But right now I need to empty this out as much as possible. I'm going to empty it into the pool just to store it. And I'm going to do it with this tiny pump. So let's plug it in and get the water flowing. Okay, we have flow, and of course, I haven't plugged that up. So I'm going to deal with that, get the pool filling up, and hopefully drain this out a little bit so that it's not going to overflow on me. So still a bit of work to do down here. I'm happy with how things are going, and I'm really excited to do the floor tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain. The rain has really screwed us quite a bit this week, and it's thrown a spanner in the works for a lot of the plans we had. But we are pushing forward, and I'm really, really happy with the work we got done today, despite the stormy clouds. So I'm gonna plug this up and probably call it on work today. Go up and see what my parents are up to. So what do you think of this weather?
Well, every time I want to get up and plant the beans in the garden, I'm like, oh, I'll get up now and plant the beans, and it starts raining again. So now I'm not going to say it. I'm going to just sneak.
Just sneak down and hope it
stops.
The weather doesn't notice you.
Not bad.
So we're doing some repotting in here.
Yeah, we got some cucumbers done, and we got some flowers, or some succulents.
Very nice. So the seedlings are looking good. They definitely need to get into the garden. And the garden has had a massive overhaul, but still much to do, so we've got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, my seedling's doing okay today.
Yeah, you're doing good? All right. And we'll say goodbye from today. And see you again another day. Well, I can't say I've seen this before. Just some close range cat. It's not really cuddles. I guess Mikey's kind of tolerating him. I don't really know. Of all the places you could have sat, Larry, I feel like there's other options. But Mikey, he's really being a nice brother. For now. And so we have an update on Larry and Mikey on the couch together. Now Larry has his butt in Mikey's face, and Mikey seems to be tolerating this. So these guys have actually been getting along. They've been sleeping on my bed together, not bickering too much, and it's really nice to see. And Mikey is being very patient. For now. So the rain has stopped for the moment, and my mom is here. Well, I got you a tool. We're gonna tend to Tracy the Trumpet Flower. I think it's time she got her little haircut. Is this useful?
Yeah.
So she's looking a little shrivelly,
but
also
look at
a little lively.
Yeah, and these, and look at this.
Yeah, I am amazed.
And this. So we're just going to
So we have some hope.
We're just going to take the dead ones off so it doesn't take the nutrition. I know so much about plants.
Seems like the right thing to do. Okay, so this is pre-haircut, and we'll check in again when she's been given a trim. What do you think, Mikey? It's pretty messy down here, but it's all gonna come good very soon. Hi. So things have been slow with the rain, but we're making some progress. And this is what my dad's doing with the pipe, and it's gonna be amazing to have this thing buried and out of the way, and the concrete trough is just down there. So I imagine back in the olden days, they would just open the tap and the water would run away. And now it's been piped.
Hello, Mikey. Coming to Granny?
Are you getting messy?
Oh, who's a good boy. You remember me? Do you remember your Granny?
So, Tracy, Trumpet, she's looking good.
She's really looking good.
She's looking good. So we will continue.
To what it was.
Yeah. We will continue to monitor.
Cut these off?
Let's give it a couple days. You never know what might spring out of here.
Okay, because I'm thinking this looks... I was wondering if I cut this off to
This
here.
one doesn't look so good, but...
What about if I cut it down to here?
Sure.
Because that looks like it's drying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give it some surgery.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right. So, I am surprised.
But this looks like new growth, the green, so we'll see what happens.
Who knows? We can only wait and see.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's looking good.
She is.
Well done. We have hope. We have hope.
We do.
Yes.
Just don't forget to keep her watered.
Okay, I won't.
Right.
I would never forget you, Tracy. Yum yum. Is Grandpa giving you some snacks?
Well, anyway, listen to this. Mikey, I know it's not going to disappoint you or anything, but I'm not really your grandpa. Your grandpa's a cat. I wish people would stop saying that.
He doesn't mean it, Mikey.
He probably won't go back to cat food now. He'd be like, no, I want fish. Oh, now you want to be my friend. Hmm? You like tuna fish too, don't you?
So Tracy Trumpet has had a haircut, and now it's time to trim the macaroni. So it's all not hanging on the ground. So today is your hairdresser phase.
Yes, and it's amazing how this keeps out the flies. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, the flies are really, really bad. They're actually worse than I've seen them before. At my place, I've been pretty lucky over the years, but these things, surprisingly, do the trick. Okay, I'm gonna end the video there, which is kind of a random spot to end it, but I have loads and loads of footage to share and I gotta end it somewhere. So my mom trimmed the macaroni, the flies have been banished from the house, and all is well. So that's a wrap on this one. As I said, I've got lots of things to share with you. The next couple videos are gonna be of my parents' friends who visit from Canada and Scotland, and honestly, we absolutely got through loads and loads of work and had lots of fun in the process as well. So look forward to that one. But for now, I'm gonna say goodbye from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. If you liked the video, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.